It is November the 20th, and we are at the Cravo Demonstration and Training Greenhouse in Culiacan, Mexico. And I'm going to give you a quick update on the trials that are being performed for this coming harvest season. So the first thing is we have added an overhead misting system. And in this case, we are in the side of the house with the stationary insect net underneath the retractable roof, and we can see that we have positioned the overhead misting above the insect net. And this is going to be used in the April, May, June, July time frame when we have really high heat and low humidity. So we're going to be able to boost the humidity levels. So even though we did harvest to the end of June this year, we want to be able to have even better control over the microclimate. We still have a very basic irrigation system, and we are doing trials this year of tomatoes both in the side of the house with the retractable roof and stationary insect net, and in the side of the house without the stationary insect net. So we have beefsteak, Roma, some grafted tomatoes, mini Romas. They're all being produced in the side with the stationary insect net. And we are doing a trial comparing a semi-determinate staked tomato, which we are going to do a 2-cycle planting on this, and we're going to look at the harvest yields in comparison to the indeterminate. One of the reasons we're doing that is because we want to bring this semi-determinate in to harvest prior to the open field, and once open field goes into harvest, we will then remove these plants and replant another semi-determinate tomato in mid-June. So that way we are not producing tomatoes during the same season as the open field. Again, we have eggplant being grown. And on the cucumbers, what's interesting is we have the American slicers, European and Persian cucumbers. These cucumbers were transplanted by seed September the 2nd, so we started our first harvest early in October. And in this side of the house, we were still harvesting cucumbers until the end of June this year. The significance of that is that we have cucumbers in production for 10 months per year. So we will do 3 planting cycles in the same house, with crops being produced during the entire year except for the months of July, August, because this is when we will open the roof to let the rain come in to clean the soils, since August is when the heavy rains come. Now we have peppers. These are tricolored mini bells. And on the regular sized bell peppers, we are producing red, green, yellow, and orange peppers this year. And again, these were transplanted around September the 1st or 2nd, and now being November the 20th, you can see the stage of production. And again, we are trialing both production systems. Here we have the Spanish system where we're growing the Lamuyo peppers, and the Dutch style using the strings. We're now going to go into the side of the retractable roof where we have no insect net installed underneath the retractable roof. We are now in the side of the demonstration and training greenhouse that does not have the stationary insect net underneath the retractable roof. And here again we can see we have tomatoes being produced under the same production system, just without the insect net. And what we have done different this year is, again, we have the trial between the semi-determinate stake tomato and the indeterminate tomato, but we have allocated over 50% of the side without insect net to berry production. So we will be trialing blueberries. We have 2 varieties from Fall Creek right now planted, and we will be planting Biloxi again shortly. These 2 beds will have raspberries transplanted into them within 2 weeks. And over here we have a short day strawberry safari being grown. So again, these were transplanted early September during the extreme heat, and so because they are a short day variety, they're just starting to develop some flowers now. So we will be significantly enhancing our knowledge of the berry production by having 3 varieties of berries all being grown under the computer-controlled retractable roof. We have also added misting, which will allow us to increase the relative humidity and decrease the air temperature during the hot, dry months of April, May, June, and July, helping us to increase the production and size of the fruit during these hot conditions.